Really interesting about this whole Porsha and the Oakley girl is the fact that we all know and sat back and watched Porsha for years and years and years portray herself to be some semi-Southern belle. Shout out to Phaedra. But as of recently, we've known her to kind of be like not on girl code, even with Shamia, even with, you know, Fallon. As much as y'all want to say that they weren't friends and they just met, it's still the optics of it all. And this is what I mean when I say desirability politics. We can overlook somebody's negative behavior, poor decision making, all of these things if they give us a cute face and a BBL. Okay, shout out to Belle Biv DeVoe. Never trust a big butt and a smile. And so I know that all of the girls love Porsha. I mean, hell, me too. I love a good 265 and everything like this. But what she was doing to Oakley, I forget her first name, was just not right, and it's ugly. And the fact that we can just skim right over it is very, very telling, because I don't care what you look like. It's about your character and your values. What are y'all doing? Speaking of Shamia, she's obviously one of the stars, the breakout stars of the show. Who knew that she was giving it up like this? Porsha comes off as a hater. She comes off as a hater. And the fact that this woman, Oakley, is in a marriage where obviously there are some things, it's very nuanced. That's why she's walking around with that very pinched and very cinched nose. She's playing on this woman's insecurity. There's nothing that's a girl's girl about this. So she comes out and she's out with Giselle and everything like this. And it makes sense. Two mean girls hanging out. Porsha is giving very much like her slip is showing. And I want to know, for how long are we going to parade around her as if she's going to be this saint of Real Housewives of Atlanta, when honestly and truly, if it was if it was Kenya who had did something like this, and I don't even want to say Kenya, let's just say Cynthia, let's just say any of the other girls who have went on to marry somebody else's husband and everything like this, y'all all would have dragged her. Everybody would have. But because it's Porsha, it's okay. And although she laughed it off like it was real cute, I didn't say anything and everything like this. But honestly, if you are drinking, it's going to show your true character. And at what point and how much more convincing do we actually need? Y'all love to drag Real Housewives girls and everything like this, but somehow or another, Porsha just goes along unscathed. She can go out and marry somebody else's husband, but as long as she comes back and she got the go naked hair and her waist is even smaller and her ass is a little bigger, we all forget about it. Now, I'm not saying to cancel. That's not what I'm saying, because the girl is who she is. She makes for good TV. But I just wish that we keep the same energy with holding these girls a little bit more accountable and not making her seem so aspirational when clearly she's not a girl's girl. Because why are you playing on this very, I don't want to say older, but older woman who is obviously dealing with some insecurities, with a husband who is who he is? Why do that when all of those women sit around and try to lift you up from Cordell? Make that make sense. I don't like it at all. And I'm with Oakley.
Porsha was inebriated and all of her truth fell out. What I hear is them just talking about my dress, and they spoke about my husband. Last night, she said, I should Charles. They continue to talk about me. I just said, okay, let me